Okay, creating a modern music playlist. Yes, the times have changed for sure. So the good old days. For many of us, this is how we created a music playlist as teenagers. Stacking your 45 RPM records on a changer that would let gravity do all the work. Now, most people don't realize this, but the 45 RPM record was manufactured in a way that it had ridges along where the label was. So when they were stacked, the playing surfaces would not touch. Typically, you could put up to 10 records, which might have given you maybe 30 minutes of playing time before you had to turn the stack over. This was a playlist. Now, today we have music streaming services, many of them, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, many others. My choice is YouTube Music, for in addition to the millions of song choices, their video collection is what makes them the best option for me. Now, most are similar in that they offer a free service where what you choose to hear can be limited and there are ads before each song is played, or a paid service, typically $10 monthly, where the songs played are ad-free and the user can make specific song and artist choices. Both services offer the ability to create music playlists, and that is the focus of today's presentation. And just a reminder, you do not own the music when streaming. Now, if you own a CD and you rip it to your computer or you pay to download a song, that is music you own and can be stored on as many devices as you choose. But when streaming a song, they are maintained on the provider's server, and you are basically renting the opportunity to listen to them by either agreeing to watch ads or paying a monthly fee. Now, streaming is how many of us today watch movies on our TV, and it's pretty much the same with music listening. Now, here's why I started to use playlists, and I really didn't start this until a few months ago. Now, for many years, I would meet with a group of buddies in person, and we actually would play records and CDs. But COVID stopped this about 3 years ago. Now, while the group started to meet again for luncheons, and we called it Romeo, and what does Romeo stand for? Retired Old Men Eating Out, the music was missing. So I decided to use the YouTube Music app on my phone so I could call up the songs the attendees wanted to hear by using a dual Bluetooth speaker setup in the private room of the restaurant where we ate. Now, instead of physically bringing records and CDs and all the equipment necessary to play that, the 11 attendees would in advance give me the song titles they wanted me to play. I would list these on a spreadsheet each attendee would be given, so if they heard a song they really liked, they knew the title and the artist's name. And then I went ahead and I created a playlist of these songs in a particular order. And when the first song ends, the second one begins automatically, and so on. So a typical meeting has 44 songs played, 11 members times 4 songs each. So this is an example of what the spreadsheet I would create would look like. Each individual's name and the song choices they wanted and the name of the artist who's singing them. And then how to begin using playlists. Okay, so the following steps, and I'm going to show you a video about this in a minute or so, but let me tell you first that the following steps relate to using YouTube Music, although I would think other streaming services are similar. But my guess is those providers do not offer the extensive library of video songs, including original live performances, which I like so very much. Now, the steps I'm going to show you have been done using my Windows PC, and they're pretty much identical when using the YouTube Music app on my Android phone. Now, I'm going to assume MacBooks and iPhone users will not vary much, if at all. Most folks create music playlists for specific reasons, such as to use when working out, or maybe you want to have happy music when you're feeling low. The choices you can make for yourself are really endless. So the steps to create a playlist. You have to first download the YouTube Music app to install and open it on your phone as well as on your computer. I suggest you have it in both locations because the changes you make on one device will automatically show up on the other. You tap the search icon and you can use either the keyboard or your voice to search for a song and or artist. Saying a song title followed by the artist name usually works just fine for a particular tune. Saying only the artist name will provide all the songs available by that artist that are on YouTube. So you tap the little icon that says plus add. You'll be given the choice to create a new list or to add to an existing one. And when using the option for a new playlist, the screen will open for you to type in the name you want to use. So let's see how this works. Okay, so here's an example of my paid account. I've opened it up to YouTube Music, and it brings up the home page automatically, and it shows some of the artists that I've listened to recently. Here's the playlist I created for the March 2023 meeting of my music club. When I click on that, it'll show me the 44 songs I've talked about before that are all part of it, and I just started to play the first one, and all of these automatically played in succession. So it made it really easy for me to provide the music for our club meeting back in March. Now, I'm going to add songs to a new playlist to show you how I do that. So I'm going to click on the search, and I'm going to search for a song by the Dells. I'm going to search for Dry Your Eyes. I click on that, and up list a whole bunch of songs on YouTube Music that are the actual Dry Your Eyes by the Dells. And I'm going to just choose this first one here, top result, and I'm going to click on the word add, and I'm going to add it to a new playlist. And that new playlist I'm going to call TFS, for Tech for Seniors. And that's my new playlist, and I'm going to create it. And here it is. It's TFS. It's a public playlist. One song is in there, and I'm ready to go. Now I'm going to do a second song. So again, I click on search, and this one is going to be My Girl by the Temptations. Up come the different results. And this first choice is the one I need. And here, if I just click on the add button, down here, it's automatically added it to the Tech for Senior playlist because that was the last one that I used. If I wanted to go to a different playlist, I could do that by clicking on the three buttons here and then add it to a playlist, and it would give me the chance to create a new one. So this is how easy it is to add songs to a playlist. If I go back now and look at this playlist, it says 2 songs, total of 5 minutes and 18 seconds. And if I click on the button here for the, rather the icons here, well, actually, I don't have to do that. It's showing them right here, Dry Your Eyes. And if I clicked on the play button, it would play it. I'm not going to do that, of course, for copyright considerations. But this is how easy it is to create a playlist and then add songs to it. And when I'm done, then I just need to click on here and sign out of my account. So I'm going to stop the recording now so I can get back to the PowerPoint presentation. So why don't you give streaming a try? You have nothing to lose by giving music streaming a try. Creating and using a playlist has replaced watching 45 RPM records drop from the record player spindle for most of us. The song list can be as long as you want it and for whatever purpose you deem necessary. A song list can be shared with others by providing them with a link. That's why in my case, I made all of those public lists, and that way I can give a link to a friend and they can click on it and see all the songs and play them themselves. The introduction to a favorite artist's songs you never knew, as well as new artists singing favorite songs for some of us, could be an endless exercise. So give the free service a try, and you may find yourself becoming a subscriber.
ChatGPT in action, examples of artificial intelligent chatbots and their applications. I'm Hewie Poplock. Here's our agenda for today. We're going to be talking about OpenAI and examples of this topic, a short video on ChatGPT, some examples, and then we'll close out with some opinions of mine. So let's go ahead, and here is the example of this topic. I'm going to use GPT to help us decide what to use in this presentation. Here is the ChatGPT screen. After I show you this, we'll do the compulsory few slides that explain what ChatGPT is, and then we'll do some more examples. You will note here that over on the left, where it says start a new chat, your history will show up here. So as we add things, we'll get some listings here that we can go back to if we need to. Down here is if you want to upgrade to the Plus, which is about $20 a month. Then you can put it in dark mode. You can look at some updates and FAQs. You can log out of your session. In the main screen, you've got ChatGPT. You've got 3 columns here. You've got examples, and it shows some examples. Explain quantum computing in simple terms. Got any creative ideas for a 10-year-old's birthday? We're going to do something similar to this in our examples. And then how do I make an HTTP request in JavaScript? I'm not going to get into any of the technical things that you can actually do with ChatGPT, including writing code for web pages. Capabilities. It remembers what user said earlier in the conversation. It allows a user to provide follow-up corrections and trained to decline inappropriate requests. And then there are some limitations. It may occasionally generate incorrect information, so you do have to go through your information and make sure that it is factual and correct. It may occasionally produce harmful instructions or biased content, and it has limited knowledge of the world and events after 2021. So all of the things that it goes out and gets information, almost all of it is prior to 2021. Let's try to decide what we're going to do for this ChatGPT in action, some examples of AI or artificial intelligent chatbots and their application. Let's go ahead and have it give me 10 topics that ChatGPT can respond to, so you'll have an idea. So if we type that in, and then we hit the little arrow over here on the side, it goes out, puts together 10 topics that GPT can respond to. I could say 20 topics, I could say 5 topics, and so on, and it will give me some examples of some things. Health and wellness, technology and artificial intelligence, personal development, and then you can read what's there. So it can do a whole number of things, and now you'll notice that under the list of chats, it's already up here. Now let's do a short video on ChatGPT with the compulsory slides that you have to have explaining what ChatGPT is. ChatGPT in action. Examples of AI chatbots and their applications. I'm Hewie Poplock. What is ChatGPT? ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence-based chatbot created by OpenAI. It uses algorithms to generate text-based responses similar to human conversation. The history of GPT chatbots. OpenAI's original GPT chatbot was trained on a vast collection of text data from the internet. GPT-2 was launched in 2019 and GPT-3 in 2020. GPT 3.5 was launched on November 30th, 2022. GPT-4 was launched March 14th, 2023 and is the successor to GPT 3.5, which powers ChatGPT and the latest iteration of Generative Pre-trained Transformer, or GPT, a powerful language model created by OpenAI. According to OpenAI, GPT-4 is 82% less likely than GPT 3.5 to respond to requests for content that OpenAI does not allow, and 60% less likely to make stuff up. GPT-4 is also 40% more likely to produce factual responses than GPT 3.5 on OpenAI's internal evaluations. GPT-4 will focus on enhanced data management rather than an increase in parameters. While GPT-4 is more powerful than GPT-3, it does not offer the same scalability or flexibility. Depending upon the specific requirements of an organization, the best AI application should be chosen to achieve the best possible performance. How ChatGPT works. ChatGPT analyzes prompts or questions from users. It uses its training data to generate a response that resembles human-like text. ChatGPT aims to converse like a human would, but it's not perfect. ChatGPT versus DALL-E 2. OpenAI also created DALL-E 2, an AI image generator. While DALL-E 2 generates images, ChatGPT is solely text-based. ChatGPT is an advanced chatbot that uses the massive repository of text on the internet to attempt to converse like a human. To sum it up, GPT is a powerful tool that allows for more natural and engaging conversations. It has its limitations, but it is continuously improving. With its sophisticated algorithms and vast training data, ChatGPT is shaping the future of conversational artificial intelligence. Let's see it in action. Let's look at some examples of ChatGPT. Using something similar to the example, let's try this one. Got any creative ideas for an 80-year-old's birthday? Let's see what it gives us. Here are some of the suggestions: a scavenger hunt, a virtual birthday party, something outdoors like a walk, a picnic, or a boat ride, a photo show, a surprise party with decorations, food, drinks, and a cake, a family history with a family tree or written family history, something from the person's bucket list, or even a personalized gift. So we've got now a list of many items. One of the ones they suggested earlier is using a game virtually. Let's find out what games might be used on Zoom to celebrate the birthday. It now continues from where we left off. It remembers what we were talking about. You don't have to go through a whole description of all of the things that we already talked about to ChatGPT. Some of the ideas for some fun games to be played on Zoom are trivia games, charades, Pictionary, bingo, name that tune, two truths and a lie, and escape room. Now they mentioned bingo, so let's do a follow-up question about bingo. How do I create a virtual bingo card with numbers, words related to the birthday person? It continues with instructions on how to create a virtual bingo card using websites for that purpose. It gives us more suggestions on creating the cards. So we've mapped out what we want to do for the party. AI tidbits. Some additional information about AI and ChatGPT. Talk about AI is everywhere. I'm sure you've noticed AI is everywhere now. The news, Good Morning America, your local news, TikTok, and even Facebook Reels that your second cousin shares. Artificial intelligence is super interesting, but most people don't have the time to keep up with everything. GPT-4 was released just this past March 14th. If you're a ChatGPT Plus subscriber, you can access GPT-4 right now, but there is a charge for the Plus service. It is $20 a month. GPT-4 is OpenAI's most advanced system. This was absolutely the biggest news of the week. GPT-4 launched. The live stream where they demoed in real time was epic. On the stream, they took a poorly drawn image of a website mock-up and took a picture of it and told GPT-4 to create a website based on that mock-up, and it did. They also showed it sort through the complicated tax codes to help someone figure out their tax liability. This is the most powerful large language model to date. Check the recording of the live stream event. Enhanced creativity. GPT-4 can generate, edit, and iterate with users on creative and technical writing tasks, such as composing songs, writing screenplays, or learning a user's writing style. Visual input. Not content with just text, GPT-4 can now handle visuals. The model's ability to process text and images simultaneously allows it to interpret more complex input. Longer content. With a staggering 25,000 word capacity, GPT-4 opens the door to entirely new use cases. And there's a lot of new newsletters about AI. 3 that I subscribe to: Incline.ai, AI Unleashed, and Ben's Bites. Microsoft uses ChatGPT. Microsoft unveiled new artificial intelligence integrations to its line of Office 365 products that will make its customers' data available by asking simple questions to a chatbot instead of mouse clicks and typing. Called Office 365 Copilot, the move is the latest big announcement for the company since it unveiled its Bing chatbot last month, which is integrated into its search engine. More from Microsoft now. By employing the technology which was developed with ChatGPT creator OpenAI, Microsoft is weaving into its core products. While Microsoft is not a big player in search, at least not now, it's far and away the leader in business software, including its Outlook email client, Microsoft Word, and Excel. The new integrations will remove the drudgery from our daily tasks and jobs, freeing us to rediscover the joy of creation, Microsoft's CEO, Satya Nadella, said. In a demonstration, Microsoft showed off the new capabilities that will allow customers to create PowerPoint presentations by typing a simple sentence and create action automatic agendas based on what was discussed in a Microsoft Teams meeting. The new integrations won't be available right away. The company said it would be unveiling them in the coming months. There's also a lot of changes in advertising. There is now a version of ChatGPT version 4, especially for advertising and the marketing industry. AI ChatGPT is fast becoming the future of advertising. Advertisers have used AI ChatGPT to identify and segment audiences, create ad ideas, test ads, improve ad performance, and optimize spending, all automatically, over time, and real time on a large scale. Bing has incorporated ChatGPT-4 in its search engine. The only way that most of us will be using GPT-4 is through the Microsoft Bing search engine. There is so much going on in the industry from one of my newsletters, Inclined AI. Monday through Friday, I get that newsletter. And in it are quick nuggets. Every day now, a list this size. Every day, new products from Inclined AI and links to them for us to try or take a look at. So far, I have tested and used several of the AI products. This is a list from my bookmarks of those that I have worked with. In closing, some comments by me, Hewie Poplock, on the future and using AI and ChatGPT. The fourth industrial revolution, or Industry 4.0, is upon us, and it's set to change the way we live and work in profound ways. At the heart of this transformation lies artificial intelligence, or AI, the technology that's driving innovation across industries and enabling us to do things we never thought possible. One of the most exciting examples of AI in action is ChatGPT, a language model developed by OpenAI that's revolutionizing the way we interact with machines. We now have ChatGPT. It's the cutting-edge technology that makes it so powerful, and it holds the power for shaping our world in the years to come. This has been ChatGPT in action, examples of AI chatbots and their applications. I'm Hewie Poplock.
It's Ron Brown with Tech for Senior. In March of 2023, Google announced that anyone with a Google One subscription plan would have access to their VPN services on all devices. Today I'm going to show you how to set that up on your mobile Android phone. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to install Google One VPN on your smartphone, and then I'm going to show you how to put it in quick settings on your phone so you'll be able to access it easily to turn it on and off. You'll want to stick around till the very end, and I'm going to discuss my feelings about Google One VPN and should you use it or not. So let's get on with this tutorial. All right, let's see how to install Google One on an Android phone. Before you, I have my Pixel 6 phone, and I'm going to install Google One, which will allow me to install the VPN. So let's see how it's done. So the first thing we're going to do is go to the Play Store, and I'm going to come over here and we're going to open up the Play Store, and then we're going to look for Google One. And here it tells us we have Google One VPN, and we're going to install actually the Google One app. Okay, so we're going to open this, and this tells us let's look for the VPN. So let's have a look at this. We're going to start the VPN. You'll see the VPN here. Now we've downloaded the app onto the phone. We're going to click this for the VPN to start. Now, what we can do is we can, of course, turn the VPN on by simply clicking this. And Google One wants to set up a VPN connection that allows you to monitor network traffic. Only accept it if you trust the source. We're going to say OK. And you'll see at the top it says VPN is connecting. And now it tells me the VPN is connected and my online activity is private. It also tells us that the VPN on your Android device, you can reduce the online tracking by hiding your IP address, stay protected from hackers on unsecured networks, and browse the web with a secure and private connection. Now, this as well has a section for viewing apps when a VPN is on. We can update the settings. And as I've showed you before, you can come down, and these are the apps that are on my Pixel 6 phone. Now let's say, for example, I want to use the Auto Trader app, but it doesn't work well with the VPN. Maybe it won't, it needs to know my location. There's some reason why it just doesn't work with that. If I click the plus button here, you'll see that the Auto Trader is now in the apps that will bypass the VPN. So you can set up specific apps that you can use that will bypass the VPN. If you have problems connecting, which you sometimes can because the site may know that you're using a VPN and not allow you on that site. So this is how you bypass the VPN. Now you also can add VPN to quick settings. Turn on VPN from quick settings menu for easier access. Let's learn more. Now I want to show you how to use the VPN using the quick access settings so you don't have to go through the Google One app. So let's have a look and see how we're going to do this. Take your finger and I want you to scroll from the right down, and you'll see we come up with our settings menu here with quick access. If you come down to the right hand side, you'll see the little button for editing. Let's click this, and this now brings up all your apps. If you look at the edited menu here, you'll see that the top two features at the top are internet and screencast. So let me come down, let's scroll down here. And what we're going to do is we're going to find VPN by Google One. Let's take this and move it to the top. So I'm going to long press on it and hold it, and we're going to drag this up now, and let's drag it right up to the very, very, very top, and we're going to put it right at the top. So I can now turn on and off Google One simply by this button on my quick access menu. So let's get out of here. And we're back now to my home page. We're going to drag down from the top, and you'll see right at the top here, you'll see VPN by Google. If I want to turn the VPN on my phone, I just tap this, and it now is connected my VPN. And to disable that, I just click here, and it will disable the VPN. So what is Google One? Google One is a subscription services that offers a package of services from Google. If you look at this diagram, the most important is the storage. And most people purchase Google One for the extra storage. And as you can see, you get 100 gigabytes for about $20 a year. Then you get 200 gigabytes for $30 a year and 2 terabytes for $100 a year. Now, most people, if they have a Gmail account, have the standard 5 gigabits of storage, and oftentimes you want more. And for the vast majority of people, 100 gigabytes is just fine, which is simply $20 for the year. It used to be that that did not include the VPN service from Google, but the change is it does now. All the plans, you're able to use the VPN service, which makes it a great deal for you. So is this a VPN you should trust? Can Google see everything you do when you're connected to a VPN? Let me answer that. To put it simply, no. Google One's VPN is built in a way that it cannot track you on the network, and it cannot identify your personal information with your internet pathway. They use a system called blindsiding to provide a stronger guarantee that your network identity cannot be revealed. They do not log your IP address or network traffic. They have open source client libraries that are available for independent audit. And the independent audits are available for anyone to see. This is a very secure system. I think if you do require a VPN, I think this is a very good service for you and is available on all your devices with a Google One subscription.